Okay, I'll give it a minute. It says that we have one person watching, so we'll give everyone a couple more minutes to see if anyone else joins. Okay, we have 3 people watching now, so we'll give it one more minute before we get started.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining today's meeting regarding the 74X Union County Express discontinuation. Pamela with our planning department is going to give a presentation. If you have questions while she's presenting, please put those in the YouTube chat and we will address those at the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Logan. I'm going to share my screen here. And as Logan stated, my name is Pamela White, and I am the manager of service planning with CATS. And what I'm going to be presenting today is the proposed discontinuation of the 74X Union County Express. Excuse me. So as part of this presentation, I am going to speak about the MTC policy, our required Title VI requirement, the current service, service alternatives, and next steps. Our MTC has a policy that governs, our MTC board governs our the CAT services. As part of their policy states that services that go outside of the county, that those costs for those services, that CATS will cover a portion of those services, but up to a maximum of 50% of the cost of that service that goes outside of the county. And so we are regional thinking, and so there are 3 services that go outside of our county, outside of Mecklenburg County. Those express services are the 85X Gastonia Express, the 82X Rock Hill Express, and the 74X Union County Express. And we have the agreement with those 3 municipalities that we will cover up to 50% of the service costs for those services. The Union County Express service, the Union County board and their regular meeting on April the 17th voted to cancel the partnership with CATS concerning the 74X bus service. On April 19th, those officials contacted us and requested that CATS begin the process to discontinue the 74X regional express service. So as part of that requirement, CATS has a mandated requirement that anything that is a major service change, and a major service change is a change that affects more than 25% of the daily revenue miles or 25% of the system's passengers, that is considered a major service change. And certainly the proposal that we received, the request that we received, excuse me, from Union County to cancel the service actually eliminates the service. And you'll see that point that is one of the requirements that require us to engage the public in a Title VI analysis. The 74X, again, is a regional express service that we partner with Union County to provide 2 morning inbound trips and 2 evening outbound trips. There are 2 park and rides that this route serves: the Monroe Crossing Mall Park and Ride and the Uniontown Center Park and Ride. And so as part of that, their request, they requested that we discontinue that service. Now, there is an alternative service that is currently operating, and that service is a local express service. And that service stops, the closest stop for those passengers that are currently utilizing the 74X is located at the Matthews Independence Park and Ride. There are 5 morning inbound trips from the Matthews Independence Point Park and Ride, and there are 4 evening outbound trips leaving Uptown, headed back to the Matthews Park and Ride in the evening. And that local fare is $3. That service does not go outside of the county. It is within Mecklenburg County, which means that it is a local express service, which means that it's the local express service fare, which is $3. As part of our requirement, we are receiving comments. We received comments this morning when we were at the Uniontown Center Park and Ride. We were there this morning from 6 o'clock to 7:30 this morning. Yesterday, on Tuesday, we were at the Monroe Crossing Park and Ride, receiving comments from passengers from 6 a.m. to 7:30. Our meeting today, our virtual meeting today, will give those passengers who maybe didn't commute at either of those times the opportunity to provide feedback to us that we will, in fact, share with Union County following this meeting. And at that point, we're willing to receive comments from the chat, via the chat. Logan, there any comments in the chat?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, we do have one question in the chat right now. It's what's the reason for the push to shutting this down?
Again, on April the 19th, we received a request from Union County to discontinue the service. That actually began our process of having the Title VI analysis, which includes informing the public. Now, if this proposal is continued and it continues, the implementation of the discontinuation of that service will be in October of this year. So the last day of service, the last proposed day of service for the 74X is September the 30th.
Okay, and that person also commented, is it ridership numbers?
No, actually, it was the information that we received from Union County. The reason that we are proposing this change, because again, MTC has a policy that any service that goes outside of the county, that CATS will participate in the cost up to 50%. And once Union County notified us that they would not be, that they would no longer be a funding partner, then the policy requires that we propose the discontinuation of the service.
Thank you, Pamela. All right, we've gotten another question. How many driver hours does the 74X usually take to operate? And is there any plan yet for how those hours and equipment will be folded back into the CATS network?
We will, the services that will be, these particular, and I'll have to get back to you on the exact service hours that we have, but these service hours will not, does not mean that we will not provide additional services or the services. These services will be folded back into, these service hours, or the freed up operator, excuse me, I'm sorry, the freed up operator will be utilized in areas where we might have a need.
That was the last question that's currently in the chat, but if anyone else has a question or a comment related to the 74X discontinuation, please go ahead and put that in the chat now. We'll give you a few more minutes. I also put in the chat that the link that was in the presentation for the survey is not correct. We will post a revised link on ridetransit.org, and you'll be able to take that survey.
And I also just want to confirm that the questions and the answers provided in the chat will be shared with Union County and an official part of the public comment portion of the meeting.
Pamela, at 12:13, we'll get them till 12:15 to submit any questions or comments before we wrap it up.
Okay. I will also say, Logan, that if following this meeting, someone comes up with a question that they maybe forgot or something, they're able to email that to ridetransit.org. They can also call our customer service line at 704-336-7433 and let them know that they would like to provide a comment as part of the public meeting process for the discontinuation of the 74X.
Thank you. I'm putting that information in the chat too. All right, we've gotten another question, Pamela. Has Union County provided other alternatives for a service that reaches deep into Union? Matthews is kind of far from Monroe.
They have not. The alternative that we have currently that CATS provides is, again, from the Matthews Independence Park and Ride.
This virtual meeting is the last of the public meetings regarding 74X. So if you want to share this with someone or know someone that has questions or comments, you can share this link with them. This meeting recording will be on CAT's YouTube. Okay, Pamela, we've got another question.
Okay.
Is the 50% threshold set by city government or the interlocal agreement?
It's actually set by MTC policy. Yeah.
I'm not seeing any other questions or comments. Like Pamela said, if you think of any questions or comments after the meeting, please email those to teltransit@charlottenc.gov or call our customer service line. Oh, Pamela, follow-up question to the last one you answered.
Sure.
MTC policy means the interlocal agreement, correct?
The information, the interlocal agreement spells out how the partnership is agreed upon between the two parties, between like Union County and CATS. So the interlocal agreement does spell out, does tell us what that partnership is. But that's the best way to answer that question. It does tell what percentage or what cost each municipality pays. But the regulation itself is an MTC policy, and it's up to 50%.
There's a comment in the chat that says Union County provides scheduled transportation services to all county residents 18 years of age and older, and that service will remain. If there are any other questions or comments, please put those in the chat in the next 2 minutes. If we don't have anything else by 12:20, we'll go ahead and end the meeting. Thank you, Pamela, and thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream.